Hey everybody, welcome to Around the Twist, episode 206. It is May 6th, 2015, and I'm kind of bummed I missed, I didn't record for Star Wars Day. But I do have cute co-hosts today, so that makes up for it, right? Having cute babies? Yeah, you can't have coffee, you're too young. No. We might have a meltdown here. Ugh. Obviously Gabe's running around back there. Oh no, you want to come up? Okay, of course. Of course, as long as you stay away from Mommy's coffee, we're all good. And not play with the mouse or anything else. We'll see how this goes. I haven't recorded with them in so long, and they have gotten a lot more inquisitive since then. So, here we go. First things first, grab your coffee, grab a comfy seat. This might be a little while, or it could be very quick, depending on the moods of the twin tyrants here. So, let me grab a drink too. Oh, nectar of the gods. Peach apricot for me today, all from San Marco as usual. No? Okay. So, first things first. What I have on my needles. Something you haven't seen in a couple weeks, but still managed to get next to no. Tara. Is that yours? No. Put it down. Put it down. Put it down. Yeah, that's Daddy's game controller. I know. Daddy needs to learn to put his stuff away. I agree. Come on. Tara, Tara. Leave it there. Put it down. See, this is what I'm talking about, people. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do this or not with the kids. Tara Grace. Come here. Tara. Tara. I don't have the mom look down yet, like the one that shoots daggers at you. Well, go tell your sister what she's doing wrong. Go on, go tell her for me. You silly boy. Okay, first things first, now that he's off my lap and Tara seems to be occupied, she's not dragging things off of things she's not supposed to. Don't you dare tip that over either, young lady. That will hurt. Ouch. So again, I have the County Redemption sweater. This is the County Rainbow Cardigan by Ruth Sorensen. I'm knitting up the medium. When you guys saw this last, it was 2 weeks ago, and I had just split off the armholes. Yeah, go put it back, Tara Grace. And, well, there's the bottom of my armhole. So that's where the steek is going to be going up. And I managed to get, like, these last 6 straight rows after the color work done. That's all that I've done. And that was actually all done this morning because, well, I was a woman obsessed. And I wanted to do my other thing that I will show you later. But I got this knit up in oh, good gravy. There we go. The County Effect Garn in the colorway EF. Hopefully that's focusing for everyone. And I'm currently knitting on US 4s, so a 3.5 millimeter needle. The ribbing was done on a US 2. Tara Grace. No. Do not play with Mommy's wheel. Tara. You're okay. Come here. Come here. Come sit on Mama's lap. Uh-oh. Right after Mama drops stitches. Yep. Come sit on Mama's lap. Hang on. Ooh, tuck everything away so you don't get to see very much of the county. But that is my redemption sweater, which is for the redemption knit-along that you guys all know about. But yeah, the redemption knit-along, it's kind of a big thing because Mama burned a sweater years ago. And right now I'm reknitting that sweater. Yeah, and it's going to be pretty. Yay! Yay! Oh no. So again, second project currently on the needles that's had some work done on it. It's residing in my Tangerine Designs SSK bag from 2 summers ago, from SSK 2013. It was right before the babies came. It is the... Yeah, the scarf. Knit faster, zombies are coming. So, obviously, baby in the lap, I can't hold that up very much. But this is an ink blot blank from Neely's Knits in the colorway Knit Faster, Zombies Are Coming. And these are actually for hubby, his next pair of socks. And I've got a little more done on them since last time. Not a whole lot. Maybe an inch. I was about an inch away from hitting this red blob right here. So I've knit about an inch of the sock blank. I don't know how much of the sock because I didn't put a marker in it. But where I stand right now is I'm about... Are you having fun? I'm about 3 inches in, including the ribbing, and you can just start to see, like right over here. Oh. There's a little bit of red coming in. So just starting to get in right here. A little smattering of red. To everyone that asked, no, the words are not going to be on the socks. I've had a lot of people ask that. Yeah, especially when I'm knitting them out in public. The words will not appear. They're going to look variegated, and they're definitely going to be fraternal socks. Just the nature of the beast when you're knitting from a sock blank like this. You're not going to have matching set. Unless you get something like Conjoined Creations. I'm not even sure if they're dying anymore. Conjoined Creations used to do a sock blank that had a bit in the middle that was out of almost like a sewing thread, so you could cut the two apart and have 2 socks, and they would dye them to match. So if one zigzagged like a Z, the other one was zigzagged like a Z, and as long as your gauge stayed the same, it would come out the same. Yeah. So it's a little bit hard to knit because of that noodliness, the ramen-y goodness of it, but I'm liking how it's coming out. It almost, and I know this will come out in the blocking, but in the sock itself, even though I'm knitting a straight 72 stitch stockinette sock, like I usually do on a US one, it almost looks textured, and that's mainly because of the, just the fact that the yarn has been knit and we didn't steam it to relax it beforehand. It's going straight from one knitted thing into another, but that'll come out in the blocking. That's fine. So I'm excited about that. Yay! Yay! Yeah, Tara's happy too. Yay! Yay! Yeah, I know. Screensaver's going, so she's very happy. Oh, and she found a signature double point tube. There's no double points in it, it's the empty tube. She can have it to chew on. We're good. Grab coffee while I can. So, that's it for what I'm working on, because I have an FO this week. I have no spinning, I have no cross stitch, but I have an FO. I was a woman obsessed. I wanted to finish the Yowza Whale shawl, my guano crazy shawl. And that would be this. Right here, this lovely, gigantic thing. This, I'm calling it my guano crazy shawl because for those of you who know what guano is, it's an alternative to part of the name of the yarn color. As I've explained in the last 2 weeks when I've showed it while I've been knitting it very briefly. Nope. Nope. This took me almost exactly 2 weeks to knit with work schedule and not being able to knit on those days. Started it on April 22nd. I finished it May 5th. It is washed. It is blocked. It is completely done. So The pattern is the Yowza Weigh It shawl, and this is the first one, the original by Susan B. Anderson. The yarn is Miss Babs Yowza, and the colorway, I'm going to abbreviate, Bat Stuff Crazy. There's the name of it. And I used the entire skein, and this is the point of these shawls, is to knit as much of it as you possibly can, except for this teeny tiny ball, which I didn't weigh it when I was done. I didn't feel like dragging the scale back out again, but when I finished, I had 4 yards. 4, yeah, I know, that's impressive, isn't it? 4 yards left of yarn, so I was very happy. I was starting to panic because I did the picot bind off, the ruffle, the picot bind off. I did not count my stitches, how many I had, because that's the whole point of the weigh it shawl, is that you don't have to count. You start with 9 stitches, and you weigh it until you weigh the remaining skein of yarn until you get to 3 ounces, and then you do the edging until you have, I believe it's just it's around 20 some odd grams. I don't want to give away the secret sauce here. But, and then you do this lovely picot bind off, which took me 3 days to do, mainly because I was doing it while I had my work weekend. And so I'd come home from work in the morning and I'd knit a little bit on it, and I'd call it good. And I would have only done like 4 points, which is nothing. Nothing at all. It's only binding off like 8 stitches or so, 8 or 10 stitches. Yeah, I know. Mama took a long time. Yeah. Tara knows how long it took me. She was helping. You helped a lot. Yeah, you helped distract the puppies. And she'd come over and pat the yarn every so often. But I love it. I can't wait to knit the next 2. That's what those other 2 skeins of Miss Babs Yowza that I showed a couple weeks ago were for. The Coffee Break and Berlin, I believe. Coffee Break's going to be Yowza Weigh It shawl number 2, and Berlin will be Yowza Weigh It shawl number 3. And yeah, I'm going to wait a little bit before I start those, not because I know, but why? Not because I don't want to knit them, because I do, but because I saw how obsessed I became with getting this one done, to the detriment of all my other projects. And I don't want you all to be bored, so I want to have a variety to show you. And yeah. I found the way to entertain Tara. If you don't mind the little baby noises, let the screensaver come on and start cycling through all the pictures on my computer. Wow, those are old. Okay. So, on to Various and Sundry, since I have no pokey things and I have no spinning because of my obsession. First, the Redemption Knit Along, Crochet Along, Craft Along. Please come and join us. As long as I'm working on the sweater, the knit along is going on. We're going to have prizes. Please post questions, chatter, as you're working on the project in the chatter thread, and as you finish it into the FO thread. And the FO thread is where we're going to pull the prizes from. And then for upcoming events, I'm planning on being at Estes, both Saturday and Sunday, June 13th and 14th for the Estes Park Wool Market. If you're going to be there, please come say hi. I have not seen it since the new vendor building went up. I don't know what they're calling it, but the new building went up. So I'm very excited to go. I'm going to be dragging the Twin Destroyers along with me at least one day. Maybe 2. It's going to depend on their temperament and how they're doing. So we'll go from there. Yeah, that's pictures from Estes, yeah. So I think that's it. I hope that's it, because I don't have anything else written down. Obviously a shorter show this week. And yeah, I think that's everything. So until next week, happy knitting. Can you say bye-bye? Can you say bye-bye? Probably not, because she can't see everyone, so she doesn't know who to say bye-bye to. So until next week, happy knitting.